We all reach critical points in our lives where our mental strength is tested. It may be a toxic friend or colleague, a deadly job, or a faltering relationship. Whatever the challenge you face, you have to be strong, see things through a new lens, and take action. Crucial if you want to pass it successfully. Mental toughness is not an innate quality given to a select few, but rather an ability that can be achieved and enjoyed, an ability that requires breaking the mold and taking a new, bold direction, and courage that only the mentally toughest people possess, which is why in this report we review habits that you can develop to improve your mental strength. When Thomas Edison's, inventor of the light bulb, laboratory burned in 1914, destroying unique prototypes and causing $23 million in damage, Edison's response was simple. Thank God all our mistakes have been burned out. Now we can start over. Edison's reaction is an example of mental toughness. Seeing opportunity and taking action when things look bleak. Characteristics of mentally strong people. The Entrepreneur website says there are habits you can develop to improve your mental strength. In fact, the hallmarks of mentally strong people are actually strategies you can start using today. They are as follows. 1. Emotionally intelligent. Emotional intelligence is the cornerstone of mental toughness. You cannot be mentally tough without the ability to fully understand and tolerate strong negative emotions and do something productive with them. Moments that test your mental toughness ultimately test your emotional intelligence, EQ. Unlike your IQ, emotional intelligence is a flexible skill that you can improve with understanding and effort. It's no wonder that 90% of top performers have a high level of emotional intelligence, and that people with high emotional intelligence earn $28,000 a year on average, more than their counterparts with low emotional intelligence. Unfortunately, emotional intelligence skills are in short supply as TalentSmart tested over 1 million people and found that only 36% of them are able to accurately identify their emotions as they occur. 2. They are confident. Mentally strong people share Henry Ford's idea. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Meaning your mindset has a powerful influence on your ability to succeed. This idea isn't just a motivational tool. It's a fact, as a recent study at the University of Melbourne showed that confident people continue to earn higher wages and get promoted faster than others. True confidence, as opposed to the false confidence people display to hide their fears, has a look of its own. Mentally strong people have the upper hand over doubters and fickle people because their confidence inspires others and helps them achieve things. 3. Neutralize toxic people. Dealing with toxic people is frustrating and stressful for most people. So mentally strong people control their interactions with toxic people by keeping their emotions in check. When they need to confront a toxic person, they approach the situation rationally. They identify their feelings and do not allow anger or frustration to fuel the chaos. They also take into account the point of view of the difficult person and are able to find common ground and solutions to problems. For they accept change. Mentally strong people are flexible and constantly adapting. They know that the fear of change paralyzes them and threatens their success and happiness. They look for underlying change in dialogue and form an action plan should these changes occur. Only when you embrace change can you find the good in it. You must have an open mind and open arms if you are to recognize and take advantage of the opportunities that change creates. You are always vulnerable to failure when you keep doing the same things you have always done, hoping that ignoring the change will make it go away. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. 5. They say no. Research conducted at the University of California, San Francisco shows that the more difficult it is to say no, the more likely you are to experience stress, burnout, and even depression. Mentally strong people know that saying no is healthy, and they have the self-esteem and insight to explain themselves. When it's time to say no, mentally strong people avoid phrases like, "I don't think I can," or "I'm not sure." They say no. 6. They do not wait for an apology until they forgive. Mentally strong people know that life goes a lot smoother once you let go of grudges and forgive even those who never said they were sorry. Grudges allow negative events from your past to destroy the happiness of today. Hatred and anger are emotional parasites that destroy your joy in life. The negative emotions that accompany holding a grudge create a stress response in your body, and holding on to stress can have serious consequences, both physically and mentally. When you forgive someone, it is not condoning their actions. It simply frees you from being its eternal victim. 7. They are relentlessly positive. Keep your eyes on the news for any length of time, and you'll see that it's just one endless cycle of war, violent attacks, fragile economies, failing companies, and environmental disasters. It's easy to think that the world is rapidly going downhill. And who knows? Maybe it is, but mentally strong people don't worry about that because they don't get caught up in things they can't control, and instead of trying to start a revolution overnight, they focus their energy on directing the two things that are completely within their power, their attention and their efforts.